Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Endless Growth Podcast.
Yes, sir. We are back with a special one today. We are on episode 70.
Yeah, bro, it's pretty cool, man. We just literally we're talking about this how we went from literally lifetime tables to now kind of a little podcast, and now it's just kind of routine. Like it
Yeah.
still seems kind of a surreal every time we talk about it. I mean, I think every time we kind of bring this up again because it's just kind of a little milestone for us, but still every time it's just like, damn, it's another 10.
Yeah, literally, bro. I kind of don't even remember really the episode 60 too much, to be honest. I should probably go back and rewatch that one.
Yeah, that's one thing. Now that we record more, I mean, I kind of forget about the episodes. But it's funny because when I edit them, I watch about like 15 minutes of them, just like the first part of it.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm just kind of like, I end up getting carried along and I'll be able to listen to like 30 minutes of it.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, all right, I need to start
I
exporting.
need to start working on it.
Export it, before I just, sit
Hell
here and
yeah.
watch the whole thing. But yeah, some of them are kind of interesting. Just listen back to what we talked about because I don't really remember a lot of it. I don't know if how about you. If you remember a lot of what we talk about.
Not on I can't be like, oh, on episode 53, we talked about this. No, hell no, I can't do that.
Yeah.
Like if we have a guest, obviously that's a little easier because, we had a guest, But no, not really. Not really.
But yeah, man, what's been going on this week for you?
Hey, man, it's another week. You know what I'm saying? It's still June for us over here. It's still hot as heck.
Dude, it's been so hot.
Yeah.
I've been seeing people like out like just like I don't know, walking and biking like midday, like around like 4 or 5 o'clock.
That's wild, bro.
And I'm like, I don't think people realize like how much damage it's doing to their skin and just how, now that I'm becoming more like older, I'm becoming more aware and kind of be more, what do you call it? Just more aware, I guess.
More conscious about that shit.
Of like getting sunburn, skin cancer, all
Dude,
that
I
shit.
stay getting my shit burned when I do go out. Like every time I go to like the lake, definitely come back a little burnt.
Yeah, I mean and I feel like that's all right. I mean it's here and there, right? But it's really people that really walk.
Like it's every day.
Every day, like people that do yard work or they do construction.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck. Like there's some people, but there is some obviously are more aware now and don't want to be a whole 2 shades darker. Have that what are the farmers tan?
The farmer's tan?
Or is that what they call it? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't even know. It's I know it's like melatonin or some shit like that in the skin. I don't know, bro. Like,
Yeah.
That's crazy though. Okay. But yeah, how about you, man? How's the week? How's life? How's everything, brother?
Yeah, it's been going good. Just trying to finish up some work, before my little vacay comes up.
That is coming up quick, actually. When do you leave? Friday?
Yeah, the upcoming week.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, we have basically the rest of this weekend we're gonna do some activities. So we won't be, be doing nothing. I won't be working in the shop, I guess, this weekend, you would say.
Gotcha.
And then that leaves me like a few days next week, and then we have the holiday, and then we're out of town for a week. So when I want to come back, and I want to just come back to like a clean slate of work and not have any big projects like lingering over me.
Oh, okay.
Man, it's been
a little flooded.
It's been stressful for sure.
Yeah, it looked like you got the yellow car out, no? Right?
Got the yellow car out.
Yeah,
the blue Subaru, I was here till like 4 a.m. last night, wrapping that rear
Damn.
bumper and finishing up stuff on the rear. I may come in early tomorrow or something, but I need to get caught up on that thing too to get some more done on that. But yeah, that thing's got to be done like hopefully this weekend, man.
Yeah.
So that way next week, like I can just tidy up little things with it, make sure the customer's happy with it, and then boom, be done with that big one. So, but yeah, that's kind of, I guess, my week is just obviously work. Typically how it goes for me. So, but yeah, overall not terrible.
Yeah, bro. Staying
Can't
busy.
complain. Yeah.
That's good though, bro. Yeah, that is really coming up quick though. Literally, it's on Friday. You guys, it's a direct flight, huh? Just pull up.
We're actually gonna be landing in I think in Atlanta
and then
or North Carolina, one of the two.
something like
Yeah,
that? Oh,
and then
okay.
down to there. I believe so. I can't remember honestly anymore. It might be direct. No, it can't be direct. It'd be kind of odd to go from here to a little island directly.
Oh, I guess that's true. I was maybe assuming that you would land in Miami and then either drive or lift or something.
No, that island has like an airport in it. But I mean, there is flights from here to Hawaii, and technically but it's more populated there, and it's more common.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
But yeah, and then we'll have the Primo Gonzalito.
Yeah, he's coming
in
through.
town. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's coming
bro.
on the 4th, right? You said.
Yeah, he gets here actually next Wednesday.
Dope.
I think maybe around 11, something like that. So.
So we're full day with him.
Yeah, exactly. Might have to record either earlier, like just in the day.
That's right.
Or maybe Tuesday. But I'm still down to come Wednesday. He's get here late, bro. He gets here like probably 11:30 or something like that. That's
Okay.
usually what we do. Like if I'm gonna go over there or he's gonna come over here, usually it's like
Oh,
that.
you mean like 11 on the day before the 3rd?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
third
Gotcha,
like
gotcha.
11 p.m.
I was
type
thinking
shit.
that in the morning on the 4th.
Ah,
Oh,
nah.
okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, he's gonna be coming flying in the night. But
So,
yeah, just
yeah.
work that day, hustle, whatever the fuck, and then lands.
Yeah. What's the move this year? We're gonna get fireworks this year, or we're just
For
gonna be
sure, bro. For sure. I was planning since we have like a little event on Saturday.
Yeah.
Basically having everybody that's there be like, hey, let's go to get some fireworks or plan something, or if not, we could go. I could go and what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Start a little GoFundMe for the fireworks and shit.
They'll go fun. Yeah. I'll never forget that year we had that fireworks show. I wouldn't even say we had fireworks. We just literally spectated my house.
Your neighbor. R.I.P. man.
Yeah, R.I.P. man.
R.I.P. that man.
He put on a good show for us, but yeah, that was the thing by far, like the biggest like house show I've ever seen. Like, I mean, it was the biggest like amount of fireworks I've ever seen too.
Dude, that was like 2020, I believe.
Was it?
Because it was like during the whole quarantine shit and all. Like I remember kind of feeling, I didn't really care about that whole thing a little bit, but I know there was other people, so I had to be like cautious of that. So I was like, I do remember that. Like just a bunch of people. I think it was a bunch of people getting together, and that just was like a weird thing during that time, because I think back then the quarantine shit started around like March, April, and then you got like May, June, July. That's like 3 months later, and it's like, oh, we shouldn't be doing this or whatever. But it is what it is.
Damn, that's crazy, man. I don't really think back of that kind of stuff. I more think of just like the memories, but yeah, the whole like time we were in, it was a fucking weird ass time for a minute there.
Big time, bro. So it completely changed like routine and all that stuff. I feel like now looking back, this is kind of something I've been kind of like acknowledging. Is like I feel like all that shit made me lazier. I ain't gonna lie. Thinking about it, because
but it kind of put us like it kind of took our drive away for a little bit, huh?
Yeah, it was just everybody just kind of felt like they just kind of was like, oh, the world's weird. Let's kind of give up. And like it was fun though. Don't get me wrong, it was really fun. But I feel like it wasn't as productive for me, and I feel like I could have done way more. And I got like too used to just being like a little lazier, especially like other companies and stuff like that. When you're working for them, you're going to the office every day, and now you have to work from home. Like everybody, that kind of throws off a lot of shit. Like people don't know what they're doing. Like maybe because I heard about this a lot, that a lot of basically everyone was working from home, like that worked at a call center, but they were discovering that a lot of people weren't even working and still getting paid.
Damn.
So they would like clock in, leave, and then come probably clock in, go to lunch, leave again, some shit like that. So those kind of people kind of ruined it for sure. But yeah, it's like I'm trying to figure out or trying to remember like this one thing. Basically, it's saying that people will do what you allow them to do. That's why they have like rules and laws and shit like that. Because if they weren't in place, then people would basically kind of push that. So if you kind of put a box around them, like, hey, there's consequences and shit like that, people will still do it, obviously.
Yeah,
that's why we have jail and prison and shit. But people are less likely to do it if you're going to waste, the rest of your life.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like a thing I learned even smaller, I guess, within the company. It's like, yo, if the company allows you to show up late, allows you to not clock in and doing all this shit, like people will definitely take advantage. Like,
yeah, there's no what's the word?
No boundaries, restrictions, rules,
Yeah,
authority, I don't know, some shit like that. But yeah, bro, something where I was just like, damn, like even for me that, or even for us that we kind of want to start something that kind of, or even like raise kids and shit like that, it kind of just puts that in my head. It's like, if you want, someone to do something in a particular way, or basically set limits if you don't want, I guess you could say the latter to happen, the other thing to happen.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh shit, okay.
That is very true, man.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, weird times.
Yeah,
I mean, I feel like for me, it didn't really change much. I feel like I was.
Yeah, that's true. You're still doing
I think
the
the
same
business
shit.
was at its prime at that time, for like growing wise.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it was like amazing. But yeah, for other people, it did kind of affect a lot with their work and their just lifestyle, because a lot of people, start working from home, or
Yeah, it was strange.
Extra precautions they took at work just for different shit like that.
Bro, like they shut down the gym, bro. Like what the fuck?
That was crazy.
That was like for 2-3 months. I remember that. It's probably the worst thing of it. In my opinion, that's the worst part. That shit was driving me crazy.
This is one thing we're gonna talk about till like, fuck, we're like 50 probably. We'll be like,
oh yeah,
remember that one time we fucking had that whole thing where
Yep.
The fucking whole world almost shut down. Basically, people were just dying left and right.
Yeah, bro. Sometimes I would even leave the house for like shit, probably a week, bro.
You wouldn't leave the house?
Nah, hell nah. I was
Damn.
lit. You know. But I discovered that you need to move your body, bro. That's one of those times where I literally went to go do an activity or something.
Yeah.
I think I eventually started going hiking. But in the 2 months, let's say I would go try and, I don't know, walk up down the stairs or some shit. That shit would mess me up, bro.
Fatigue.
Yeah, like literally the body is use it or lose it. It's crazy. Like if you literally just chilling at home, not moving and shit, just like not taking care of yourself, bro, you lose the ability to walk as fast. You know what I'm saying? Your energy levels.
That's why older people, man, they decay so fast. Like once they quit working, like they retire because it's kind of fucked up.
That's a fact. That's a big fact. So yeah, if you're retired or on break or a long vacation, then still go out, go on walks, do something, because that's something I definitely learned from that experience, I guess. So I guess some good stuff came out, but I feel like it was more negative, probably, to be honest with you. Just being locked in, always inside your head, and being able to I guess you could go visit people, but I feel like a lot of people are just a little paranoid. I think that's what it was.
Well, shit, man. Good thing now we're all back to normal and we can take full advantage of everything now again.
Yeah, agreed.
We're kind of more on the recovery side, but yeah, we're solid. But yeah, man, while we're here, we're kind of looking at a whole new little view for us right now.
Put them on, bro. What's going on?
So we've been talking about obviously bringing more people on for a minute now. Since the beginning of the year.
Been trying to figure it out, you know what I'm saying?
So I invested into a GoPro thinking that was going to be the route. That shit did not work. It looked really shitty. I need to figure out if I can even return that thing. I'm sure I can. Costco takes anything back.
Yeah.
But basically for low lighting in here, it's pretty dark. It doesn't seem like that dark in camera, but it's pretty dark for, like, let's say if you were to just have the lights on normally. And cameras like phones, GoPros, I guess they're not good for low lights. They're more just for, like, daylight, outside kind of activities. So yeah, I invested into another camera, another lens, and now we're over here. You guys can't see, but eventually when we have someone on, you guys will have a whole new view of someone else across the room from us. But yeah, we kind of have everything running right now. Just kind of do a practice run just to make sure that
everything's,
camera's gonna be good. Obviously audio and stuff we'll have to figure that out when we have someone here, but yeah, we're excited.
Hella excited, bro.
I think after technically, well, we got to do the wall thing, and then we just got to buy the extended cables, and technically after that we can start
rock and rolling.
Yeah, we can start talking about bringing someone else on. And then after
cool.
that, I mean, it's basically going to be a setup that's there to go whenever there's someone. So it's not like we go out of our way to set anything up. I just bring the extra camera and we're ready to roll. So at that point, it'll make it nice because we can just, hey man, I came across this person this weekend. Let's see if we can come on for the next pod.
Yeah.
Not like back then.
It's going to be more open invitation.
So I think back then we were planning ahead quite a bit, huh?
Quite a bit, bro.
Which is good. I mean, people probably want a heads up too because people have busy lives too. But now we can just do it.
Whenever, be spontaneous, literally.
And it was kind of a bitch to set everything up last time. We found out a bunch of stuff. We recorded, and a lot of shit was out of angle. And obviously, you live and you learn. So.
Yeah, that's true. It's been. Well, last time we had a guest was literally 20 episodes ago.
That's crazy.
So we did have to, kind of alter, change things up. So, yeah, I guess just wanted to make sure it was right,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because, we could have still kept doing it the way we did the last one, but it was just, would you say too crammed in here? I don't even know. The mics were kind of fucking up too, picking up everything. Like, it wasn't, what we desired.
Yeah. No, this is going to be a really cool setup, and I'm excited just to, I don't know, have people here and then obviously expand ourselves more, reach into other people's friend groups or whatever you would call it.
Network and shit.
Yeah.
That's dope, bro. Yeah, super excited. I feel like that might be the missing piece to, not like the podcast, but for further growth, like in 100%, expansion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I would say so. I mean, even for ourselves too. I mean, just for the knowledge and, basically hearing other people out versus just what we know from ourselves.
Yeah, 100%. It's kind of like we have our own like experience, knowledge, skill sets, like both of us. Mm-hmm. And obviously we're always doing the podcast, so those kind of overlap sometimes. And, we talk about different things. But if you had like another motherfucker in there, like the circle is basically even bigger.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So something dope to explore. That's good though.
But yeah, hopefully by like I don't know, maybe 75 or something like that, you guys will have a person on. So
Yeah, we'll see. We'd it's a little teaser right now. Little foreshadowing
yeah,
on what's
you
to
never know.
come.
Could be 72. So, but yeah, just a heads up. What else, man?
Well, now for the pod, I guess that's kind of it, bro. In regards to
Yeah,
updates.
I mean, we've been putting a lot more of the what would you call it? Animated or not animated? Uh, the B roll is that what you call it
Oh, the B-roll and the reels.
in the reels? Yeah, I've been seeing that. I like that. It's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
trying a little bit here and there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we're trying to work on it. Um, but yeah. Even the AI is not as perfect yet. So sometimes it's like you tell it to do something. Where it fucks up a lot is like spelling and words. So if
Mm,
you ever see that, or even sometimes faces, it makes this shit look a little weird.
yeah.
But everything else is like holy shit. Like it's so like spot on, bro. It's
You remember
insane.
when when I ran the first one, like the first test, when I came across the program, and I think I did the first YouTube video through it. It gave me it spit out like 10 of them.
Yeah.
I think I sent them to you to look at, and it was just like shit. Like the voices, the mouse didn't match the mouth,
Oh, this was
the
like before we
sound.
even were using Opus. This
Yep.
was like I forgot.
This is when I thought the camera was the issue and
Hmm.
all that, and apparently it's just the software. It was just like,
Yeah.
and then what else? Yeah, it wasn't like putting good stuff out, and then obviously it's come a long way from there. It's had a few versions,
Oh yeah, bro.
so
It's crazy because
technology just
yeah, 100%.
advances so fucking fast nowadays.
Nowadays is even crazier because back in the day, 10 years ago,
That
it
would have been
was
like a
humans, bro.
2 year. Oh yeah, that too. But even like the beginning of the 2000s, I feel like to get the update from where it started to where it's at right now would have been like three versions like within 3 years, and I feel like it's been literally a couple months, and like they've just they're just back to back. They keep updating it and checking, making new things to it. So
Yeah, the AI is probably updating itself. It's just
that's
crazy.
crazy to think. Yeah.
It's like humans ain't got to do that shit. It's just like, oh shit, what do we got to do?
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's a fact, bro. That's a fact. Long way coming, and yeah, excited to see what the future holds for the next 30. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously we enter a whole different. I don't know what you would call it. Saga. Fuck it. We'll call
Yeah.
it chapter 2. Shit.
Chapter 2, man. Yeah, it's gonna be like a little restart, huh?
Yeah,
I
basically.
say, all right, new level. Well, I mean, every day is like a new level, but that's like a whole new game or some shit.
Yeah, no, that's if you make it past 100, I feel like
You make it
that's
back.
crazy. That's crazy. Personally,
Yeah.
that's some crazy shit, bro.
Yeah. You think we would ever? No, I think we talked about it before. I don't think we have enough time in our lives to do more than 2 pods a week.
Yeah, maybe
I
not
feel
yet.
obviously I think if we had people on, then we could manage that. But for ourselves, no, I don't think we have enough stuff to talk about.
Unless it's really structured and we actually invest a lot of time into what we're going to talk about, different segments, shit like that. And then possibly even more people as well, like
Yeah.
to control the editing. If we didn't have to edit shit,
Oh, that's
this
true.
would be a cake, bro. Like
Mhm.
literally, it'd be so easy. We literally just show up.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck? Well, I guess assuming we have to, also think of topics and things
Mhm.
like that. So yeah, it's a lot of different ways you can go. That's kind of like the crazy part about this shit. It's like, oh, we can go this way or this way or this
Mm.
way, and there's not obviously a clear passage or right way where like with the lights on, like, oh, go this way, and
Yeah.
it's like, hey,
Yeah, you kind of just go until you figure it out, or like the path lights up on
yes,
its own in a
sir.
way.
That's a fact. That's a big fact, brother.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing. That's how literally life is, though.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact. We can't always try to figure out everything from point A to Z. It's usually A, B, and then oh shit, the C's over here, and then you go to C, and then it's kind of like it's not a straight path, basically.
Yeah.
Shit, sometimes you might have to go back to A. Like, oh shit, we opened the wrong door. We went down the wrong way, bro. We got to go back.
Yeah, we got to backtrack a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's happened a few times.
100%. Yeah. 100%. I've done that a few times, but if you just trust in the process and that better things are coming, then yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be
Mhm.
fine.
Hell yeah, man. Well, we had a Q&A last week, and we unfortunately missed
One,
one. I think it's just because
just because we recorded earlier.
yeah, we did the podcast a lot earlier that day. So
Yeah.
should we jump into that?
Let's
Get
do
into
it. Let's do it, brother. I got it up.
Was it anonymous or no?
No, it wasn't anonymous. It was not. Let me see if it's. I want to make sure I'm saying. Do they go by this name or a different name?
Josh. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
By Josh. Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, I appreciate you, Josh. Thank you so much for submitting your question, man. And yeah, let's get to your question.
Let's do it.
Alrighty. Says, how do you decide which aspect of your life to prioritize while also maintaining balance? And can it change in different seasons? And then in parentheses, this is building a career, achieving financial freedom, physical/mental health, relationships.
Oh man, that's a
All
that's a
right.
good one.
All right,
That's
Edgar.
this is gonna be an in-depth question here. So,
Break it down, bro.
man, it's tough. I literally ask myself every day if I'm doing the right thing too, because I don't know if there's a right answer to this. I mean, I think what you can do is just do what you feel is right, and you're the happiest doing it as you're going. But basically, I don't think there's no like right time for everything. It's kind of just I don't know. I kind of find myself in that same question every time, or not question, like asking myself the same thing, But I kind of just go as I go.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Um,
There's a lot to this question.
yeah, it's definitely you can break it down. For me, I personally don't believe in like balance.
Mm-hmm.
I believe in trying to obtain balance, like it's a goal, so you try to get that balance. But I never think it's gonna be. You're never gonna have like balance. Like,
It's never
oh
gonna be
my,
perfect.
yeah, my life is perfectly balanced. I work a shit ton. Like, well, there you go. If you work a shit ton, you already have time missing there.
Mm-hmm.
So you would have to be. You work a little bit. You also have like family time in there. You also have time to health, mental, and then family, and then so it's like so many things. And then you probably need. Well, me personally, I need like sometimes just time for myself.
Yeah.
So it's like a bunch of things, and basically to prioritize, in my opinion, or what I've been doing is you kind of have to be coming from a person that doesn't have any kids, I guess you could say,
Mm.
is you kind of have to prioritize yourself and what your needs are, I guess you could say. So yeah, let me pull up the examples because there's building a career, achieving financial freedom, physical, mental health, relationships. In my opinion, if you focus on yourself and building yourself up, not that's not the only thing you're doing. Like you focus on that. Maybe it's like 10 minutes, like a 10-minute walk or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's reading a book for 10 minutes. Like if these little small increments, a lot of people sometimes dismiss them because they're small increments, but they don't see that if you keep repeating them, they actually amount to a bunch of progress. Like it's actually fucking insane how much progress.
Yeah. Little by little.
100%. So even for example, I read and journal, or just I guess you could say read and journal. That's like takes maybe 10 minutes, right?
Mm-hmm.
10 minutes a day, but I've been doing pretty consistent nowadays. So over the span of a year, that's 365 days times 10. It's like, a shit ton of time is kind of the point there. So all those small little increments essentially add up. And it's not necessarily like, oh, I'm going to work for 1 hour and then like in another month I'll work like an hour. It's usually better to do like small increments of time
Mm-hmm.
and then kind of just build yourself up a little bit. And that's, I guess, with certain things. Obviously, the intensity of the task at hand will also like help a lot. Like obviously, if you're working 1 hour after work on your side business versus 5 hours, then obviously it's going to take way longer. So
Mm-hmm.
if that to answer that one, I probably say yeah, just see what you want. If you want to build a career and have something more balanced, I'd say the career path would probably be the best. If you want financial freedom, there's gonna be sacrifices.
What if they got a family?
Well, that depends. So it's going to be like, am I willing to sacrifice the time with them right now? So
Mm-hmm.
then later we could live a better life. That's the sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no balance in sacrifice.
I think with that too, there's definitely got to be a time limit to that because I found myself in that position all the time where I tell myself, all right, I'm sacrificing myself right now and our relationship or our family, whatever it is,
Yeah.
to be set up better in the future, right? For my kids and just myself and, my partner, whatever it is. But you can find yourself doing that for 5 years. Like, like, oh, this is going to be the year. Oh, this is going to be the year. So you got to find kind of have like timelines
Yeah, I
to
say
that kind of
mini
stuff.
goals for sure, mini goals, because financial freedom is a crazy one, to be honest with you. Because financial freedom is like, well, like how? What are you going to start? Are you going to do you understand leverage? Do you know how
Mm-hmm.
leverage works? Like, are you going to be the only employee? If you're going to be the only employee, it's going to be way harder to reach that financial freedom because that's less leverage. You have more time to spend on, whatever side business, you start. So
Mm-hmm.
it gets a little tricky, but I'd say see what matters more to you, and if you're willing to make that sacrifice.
Yeah.
Because yeah, if you financial freedom is one of the ones that obviously everyone wants, bro. Like, yeah, that's the most
Oh yeah,
popular one. Like,
that's
I've been trying to, not going at it, but loved the idea and was fascinated since I was 18. I'm 28 now, and it's like, oh shit, like now it's a little bit more. I don't want to say, yeah, I guess you could say real, but the expectation has been set that it's like, bro, everyone wants this. So how am I gonna set myself apart than everybody else?
yeah.
That's kind of what you have to ask. And then obviously when you're asking stuff like that, obviously you have the ego involved as well. And you also have to work on yourself. So it's kind of like you have to work on yourself. You have to work on, your business. If you have other aspects, like I believe he said health as well. Health, I feel like you just have to be a little bit more conscious and practice every day. With health, you could eat better.
Hmm.
You still got to eat every day, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like, okay, eat better. Exercise. Instead of taking the elevator if you go to work, take the stairs. That's what I would always do when I go to the
Something
office.
small. Yeah.
Go on walks.
Park your car far as fuck.
Part exactly. Like you could literally do just small things like that and basically make better life choices. So
By what you're saying, like just the little things, like with time, that's gonna equal out to fucking something big. It might not be seem like crazy, like doing it one day, but if you're doing that shit every single day of the week, then
yeah,
yeah.
that's a fact. And another thing as well to add onto that is I heard this before, but it didn't click, and I was like, "Holy shit, this is true." It's like how you do every little small thing is how you do everything, because these little small things are just micro decisions, like habits sometimes instilled in us. So if I'll do it tomorrow,
Mm.
I'll do it tomorrow. Like that's always going to be your basically your frame of mind. You have to slowly start reversing that because you can't just be like, oh, like I'm gonna start my business and now become a millionaire. Like if you were super disciplined and somehow could like brainwash yourself, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But usually you're gonna revert back to the old ways a lot of the times, and then that's when you have to kind of, well, one, be aware and be like, damn, why does this keep happening, and try to do different things. Because I'm personally in that right now. I'm like, all right, yo, you're wanting to start this little thing, but it's like, yo, you're kind of doing the same things. Where like, where's the line where you basically cross and you're on the other side type shit.
Mm.
And I've come across that it's like, yeah, it always comes back to those small micro decisions. That's like, oh, why haven't you started, your outreach? It's like, oh, maybe I'm not ready. I don't feel ready. Then you kind of have to be like, okay, then when are you going to feel ready?
Mm.
And if you don't really have a date, then you're just going to keep doing that.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
kind
You
of
just be there
fucked.
forever.
Yeah. So you have to be self-aware as well. I ain't gonna lie. You have to have some self-awareness and be like, you have to understand when you're fucking up,
Mm.
because if you don't, then no
You
one's going to
just
tell you, dude.
you're
No
just
one's going to
lost.
tell
Yeah.
you. Nah, hell no. It's a fact.
Damn, man. When I get these questions, man, I literally realize I don't know. I feel like there's so much shit in my like bubble, like my little fucking globe,
Mhm.
that I don't like put into thought of. And it could be bad or it could be good. I don't know. Because when I think like there's literally this question, yeah, like I'm literally like busting my head trying to figure out like what do I do like to when it comes to stuff like that. And I don't know, maybe it's worked out for me, but I just realized I really don't even put that much thought into shit like that. Which is I'm almost thinking now, I'm like, what if I do? Like what it could be a lot better for myself, or obviously, or could be worse because I'm overthinking shit now, or putting a lot more thought into things. I don't
Mhm.
know, but yeah, I realize. I mean, you answer shit beautifully because you literally break the shit down because I don't know, you're probably thinking of it all the time, or you might be.
I try. I'm not perfect though. Fuck no.
I think my head might be just too fucking fucked with everything else. Is like just dealing with like the everyday shit that I don't even have the time to deal with that, which it could be a problem, like I said too, or it could be a good thing because I'm not really ever locked in or stuck in that spot because I got so much more other stuff going around.
Yeah,
But
that's a fact, bro.
but no, man, that's a yeah, you answered that pretty well. So I think
Yeah, I think another part of it is the measuring stick.
hmm,
This is basically something that was introduced to me by, I think it was Adam, and maybe even just Alex Hormozy. I heard him talked about it too. But sometimes we have different measuring sticks for different things, and that's kind of like when we compare ourselves to other people. But if you want to like eventually get to that next level, and all of these people are around you, you more than likely have like a measuring stick where you're comparing yourself to these people around you.
hmm,
So you kind of have to get a new measuring stick and compare yourself, not compare yourself necessarily like your self-worth or nothing like that, but what things you're doing and what those, yeah, what did they do? What actions did they take in order to get to where they are? And then that new measuring stick is like, oh shit, now I have to kind of I understand that. And to kind of break that down, I remember the one I remember was Alex Hormozy. He was basically saying that he wanted to blow up on YouTube. So he
Mhm.
ended up hitting up someone that's really popular on YouTube. His name's like Arac or some shit, like super
Okay.
popular YouTuber. And so he asked for his advice. He's like, "Yeah, man, I can help you out." I was like, "Can you send me your YouTube script or notes or some shit?"
Yeah.
And this dude was like, "Okay, yeah, send it." And it was like a 1-page document. And he's like, "Oh, nah, bro." And he sent him like a 25-page document back
Oh shit.
of like basically the script of the whole YouTube thing. And then that's when he in his head was like, "Holy shit, like my expectation of what I needed to do in order to get that result
Hmm.
was that I just needed I had to get a reset." And I feel like that's for me, I always try to reset my expectations on what I need to do. So maybe that's something that might be beneficial where you're like, okay, like this is how I'm living my life right now. This is how I view things, but in order to get to that next level, what are these other people doing? And then that's when you'll be like, "Oh shit, like I have to do that instead." So for example, like Edgar here, from basically from the outside, it doesn't really, you can't really see what he does outside of this.
Yeah.
But this man's always here. He said he was here till like 4 a.m., for example. So that's like a measuring stick. It's like, oh shit, I want to start a detailing business, be busy as hell, have a lot of money. It's like, well, what do you have to do to get that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of like the measuring stick. And that's just kind of like I guess an example is like, yo, is your measuring stick like accurate what you want, or is it off?
Mm.
You have to make sure that it's not, oh, I could work 1 hour, a day and I'll get there. Like, nah, that stick's probably fucked up. Like you have to, yeah, you gotta figure out, what you have to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
Like,
it's it's a hard question to answer though.
yeah, there's many I think I just feel like there's just way too many ways to answer it because there's so
Yeah,
many ways to go about it. But honestly, I don't know. I feel like whatever you do, I mean, I feel like you just gotta like enjoy it though.
yeah. I'm like even like reading the question right now as well. Yeah, it's like, how do you decide which aspect of your life to prioritize while also maintaining balance?
I say for sure don't overthink it though, because I feel
Nah,
like just reading that question, you can get stuck there. Just trying to figure out with like a plan, like you said, and going to the whole measuring stick,
it's not going to be a clear answer though.
No,
Mm-mm.
and that can get you stuck because if you think there's a clear answer to it, you're gonna be trying to plan your whole life ahead, basing off
Yeah,
what you should have it at, and there's no perfect. So
yeah, that's facts. Another thing that might help as well is you could have like the things you want, but you can't have everything. And what that means is you're gonna have to sacrifice some things, and that's literally true in everything. You can't have everything. So everything you listed maybe in that thing, you can't have all of them. Like the balance, you gotta probably have everything: health, wealth, money,
yeah,
good relationships. But that's gonna take a lot of probably time and energy from yourself, and then that balance is, I guess that word balance is just kind of not really, like what is that necessarily? Everyone's gonna have a different metric for that.
yeah, everybody's got it up different for sure.
Yeah, so you have to kind of figure that out, and then also prioritizing yourself as well. Like what means the most to you? You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
For different people all around, it's different. For like my mom, it's providing for her family and
Hmm.
making sure we're all good, healthy, and all that. That's her prioritization, and she's happy. She's the happiest person. For me, is I'm trying to build myself up. You know what I'm saying? Create something, and I always wanted to basically kind of exit the workforce and have my own thing, I guess you could say.
Yeah,
So those are my priorities at the current moment. Plus, at the same time, I'm trying to be more involved in family, and I'm in a relationship as well. So obviously that could take some time away. So might be a little slower for me. I do understand that, but at the same time,
yeah.
it's like,
Understanding that is very important because a lot of people don't have the expectation. They think it's I have the right mentality. I'm thinking the right thing. It should happen overnight, but it's a thing you have to come to yourself where it's gonna take some time. It's
yeah,
slow and steady.
100%. And then the best advice I feel like for that is if you are going to go ahead and do what we just said, is try to enjoy the process at the same time. Like,
Yeah.
like life is short. Like you never know what can happen. Like some stuff like just happens. Like you can't control it. A lot of stuff you can't control. So
Yeah.
focus on what you can control, and just try to live the best you can. If you're in a toxic mind space, try to figure out why that is. Is it your job? Is it maybe your expectations? Are you just sick of working with toxic people? And see if you could, make some changes as well.
Yeah. Change stuff up. That's change is always good, man. Nobody wants it,
No, we're creatures of
but
habit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big on that. I hate change. I will
Yeah.
go to the same, dentist for years just because I don't want to try something new, or go to the same damn gas station because I just feel comfortable going there, and
Yeah.
I know, just
That's a
shit like
fact,
that.
bro.
But it's the
That's a
simple
fact.
stuff like that. But yeah, it's changes. Obviously doesn't have to be that kind of stuff, but
Hmm.
as far as work or your routine, change that shit up.
Yeah.
Throw a
And
fucking wrench into that.
100%. And the older we get, the more comfortable we get as well.
Yeah.
So even when we're like 40, 50, 50, 60, whatever the hell, we're going to get more and more comfortable. So you also have to be like, oh shit, like, what are things I could do, that maybe could
Yeah.
change that a little bit? It doesn't even have to be no crazy shit, bro. It could be, I don't know, go to a different gym, go and play I don't know, soccer with some random ass people, just shit like that.
Yeah. Join a fucking like a new I don't know, baseball league, soccer league, something.
Yeah, that sounds fun actually. So just shit
Yeah,
like
I've
that.
seen people. I think it was a buddy of mine. He's like, yeah, I just started playing at I think it was not kickball, softball. Joined a softball league. I'm like, oh, cool. It was like your family? 'Cause I thought it was like their family. They're like it was a team. He's like, oh no, I just went down to like the city or the what do you call them? Just like the parks that have like the big, like I think right here down the street we have like the Golden Spike Arena,
Mhm.
and I think they have like softball there all the time. But he just went down there and literally just asked like what teams were.
Yeah, yeah. Started playing
Yeah,
probably.
just started playing, and
That sounds dope. See, I don't have the I guess you could say the balls to do that, to be honest with
no,
you,
me neither.
but that I was, sometimes I wish I was something a little bit more social because I'm kind of on the
Yeah, because now I
opposite end.
mean, you came across all those people there now, and
They're probably friends now, maybe,
yeah,
or at least acquaintances.
yeah, yeah.
And they probably hit him up, hey man, we need another person,
He's
and
staying active. He's
that's a fact. That's a fact. See if you can do something like that. Actually, see if you could double dip. Like Edgar said, you're having fun, you're having friends, and you're exercising. That's some crazy shit.
yeah.
That's some crazy shit. I feel like that's kind of what this is. This podcast is
Hmm.
me and Edgar. You know what I'm saying? Like bonding, as I guess you could say, strengthening the relationship, but also keep creating
Her,
something.
yeah, and it's even good for our health too. I mean,
Oh, for sure,
we literally
venting.
venting, getting heard. Yeah, it's needed, man. Everybody needs to be heard or has to talk to someone. At some
100%.
point, you
100%.
can't fucking bottle up everything and just
Nah, yeah, yeah, yeah. Definitely
be
not do
your.
that.
Yeah, I don't know how those people go about that shit, but
Nah, yeah, you gotta express yourself and get some different outside perspectives. Because
yeah,
if you're only relying on just your perspective, then no other information is going to be basically going inside your head, which means that you're going to probably live life the same have you been living it.
you be pretty close minded.
Yeah, so you got to be open minded. Don't, like, obviously if someone tells you to do something, like, automatically be like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Even maybe us be like, oh, maybe they brought up good points, but
Hmm.
like
Yeah, don't take everything with a grain of salt.
100%.
Yeah, I think that falls a lot with the people online, like social media. Like they literally believe everything they see online.
Yeah.
And then that's obviously give the whole perspective of gives a wrong perspective of like what life should be about and how they should go about life. Obviously, it's like, oh, buy my program and in a year you'll transform your life, and it's like shit, I don't know. I mean, it can go like that maybe for you, but
Nah,
most
bro.
likely not.
I feel like I'm in a program right now. There's probably 200 people that's gone through it.
Hmm.
I've been in it for I think 5 months, and maybe a week or something like that. And you kind of see the people that go in there who are the people that make it, all that. And there hasn't been one person that's like just started and knocked it out the park completely.
Hmm.
We all have our own like demons we have to fight. Some people they don't want to do outreach. It's scary. They don't want to, cold call people. They don't want to, what I'm saying? Or maybe they feel like sometimes like me, the imposter syndrome where I don't want to sell something that I don't necessarily fully believe in, but that's still something you have to overcome because it gets to a certain point where it's like, yeah, you're kind of making progress. Like, why are you still not doing that? So that becomes something of self-belief. So there's like a lot of factors working behind as well. But a lot of it's kind of crazy, bro. It's like yourself.
Hmm.
Like literally, it's like your own beliefs, your
It's
own traits, all that. That shit reflects to the business, bro. Like
it
facts.
does.
Like I think there's a saying, the business will only grow to the extent like the what level you're at, if that makes sense. So if you're like crazy, like amazing, your patience is there, you could, you're just really strategic, I guess you could say, and have all these good qualities, and that's going to reflect on the business, on the decisions you're making for the business, because
Mhm.
you're necessarily the driver, and it's going to grow way, way, way bigger. So that's why sometimes I remember this because I remember I was talking to one of the mentors back in Weber State, like would invest a shit ton of money in companies. But remember Skull Candy, the
Yeah.
headphone company?
Mm-hmm.
So when they started that company, she was fucking going crazy, bro.
Yeah.
But it got to a point where they actually started getting investors, and the homie Allen, like the mentor, was one of the investors.
Oh wow.
And they ended up actually telling the founder, "You're like, yo, man, we don't think you have what it takes to be the CEO." And
Mm.
he got out, bro. And they
Wow.
replaced him with a different CEO.
Hmm.
But that just kind of goes to show
Huh.
that's like sometimes it's the individual. Like if that individual is lacking some things, then the company's just gonna stay stuck at that point.
That's true.
So they put money in, they took him out, and they fucking went crazy with that thing,
Yeah. I mean, the main player has a lot to do with it, man.
big time. He's
It's
like the decision maker, like all that
hmm
shit. So,
yeah, he can hold shit back, So yeah,
hmm
sometimes I ask myself that too. I mean, but like I said, I try not to hold myself like accountable for everything. But I'm like, shit, man. I'm sure I could do so much better, but at the same time, it's like,
it's good too, even if it's not. Just because if you say, "Oh no," it's you're putting the control on everyone else.
mm,
Well, if you put it back on yourself, then you could actually start finding maybe different ways where you could actually do things, if that makes
mhm.
sense. Because if you just say, "Oh no, it's everybody else," then
Yeah,
that's it. Like nothing's gonna change. But usually, if you do something about it, there's usually different reactions. Maybe it's not you like directly, but there's a different reaction because you did something differently.
mm,
It's kind of weird, but
yeah,
yeah, I feel like that's just a good approach to life. Just feel like everything's your fault. If something happened to you, it's your fault. You could have been more prepared. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
for example, if I get fired, I could be blaming it on everybody, or I could be
yeah,
like, oh, I could have worked, called
yeah,
more leads. I could have been, I noticed that I was maybe one of the lower reps. Like, why did I push myself and, to try to get better? Like, if you do things like that, you're going to come out way better instead of being the victim and be like, oh, damn, like, I was too good for them. Like, and then
yeah,
that's just not going to correlate great for your next
yeah. It's not
opportunity.
gonna reflect really good on yourself.
Fuck no.
Yeah, that is true, man. A lot of people do that. They don't.
100%, bro.
They're sort of so quick to blame, point fingers right away, but they really don't ever notice that it's themselves, man.
Yeah, 100%.
You got
Like,
to
yeah,
check yourself.
and yeah, that's not to say that okay, maybe you had a point, like your supervisor was an asshole or something, whatever, right? But that doesn't take from the fact that you could have probably still done something different, and you could just figure out any way to elevate yourself. Is that's shit I'd be on, because
Yeah.
on the opposite end, it's you're not elevating,
Hmm.
and you're gonna stay stuck. And I'm not trying to stay stuck too long. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah.
trying to at least like bust out and
Yeah. At least if while you're in your prime years, for us, I think after I would say after 40, I think 40 even kind of pushing it, but like I say, your 30s for sure. You gotta. That's the time you have the opportunity to kick ass and still be able to manage to do a lot of things. Your body's capable of handling a lot, as far as stress and your weight. I mean, you still have very well control of, your body. And I think after 40, 50, that's like when obviously we started kind of just,
yeah, kind of thinking about like I guess the last part. Yeah, I feel like if you're just stay at a regular job when you're in your 30s and always just try to improve whenever you can. Like maybe you're not going crazy, but just hey, just
yeah,
be more conscious about all the decisions. When you're 40, 50, maybe you're ready to start that business because now you have a fuck ton of money in the bank.
hmm
You know,
that is true. That is true.
you've literally been practicing patience, how to be a better person. You probably had more time, so now you're healthier.
By then
Yep.
your kids are probably grown up and out of the
Yeah.
house.
Exactly. Now have, different abilities, skills and things like that. But like if you're starting from 0, 0, 0 and you're like 50, like you're saying, then yeah, that shit's
No, it's
your
true.
back's against the wall, but you can still, you can still move forward. It's the only way to move forward, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, like I was saying, like I feel like there's like two chances people get in life. We talked about in the past where it's like kind of your younger age, like right now, for like people, in the 20s, late 20s. And then obviously after the kids grow up and they're out of the house, when they're a little more financially stable and don't, have to be home with the kids. Because I mean, I think we haven't dealt with that yet, but I keep hearing that a lot. That's like one thing that's like a lot of people's regret, have businesses or that they, not entertained, but like they sacrifice their lives for the business, for the better half, for their kids to have just a better life, is that they regret not being home when their kids were growing up. And sometimes they say they would even throw away what they have now to have that back. But it's like you said, we haven't dealt with that yet. But
Yeah,
that's always something we
that's a
gotta.
crazy thing to say though, because they're saying that from an aspect of they maybe already feel fulfilled.
Hmm,
Because I feel like as a person, as a human being, like I guess maybe your kids do provide that fulfillment for you. You know, it's like, oh, as long as they're good, then I'm okay, right? But I don't know. I feel like me and you aren't necessarily like that. Like, oh, we have kids and we're happy. Like
yeah.
we still have to find that purpose in ourselves. You know?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Yeah. And I think mostly if it, I mean, it does reflect a lot. You know how much a parent is in the kid's life, how that kid turns out to be. So I think maybe that's something too that people.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of stories about that. I know that Patrick David's it's like he's like a YouTuber. I think believes like an insurance. I don't want to say broker, no shit like that, but he owns like big ass company. Like he's basically like a billionaire at this
Yeah.
point, if I'm not mistaken. But he works a shit ton, and he said it's like, no, I don't really regret that. You know, I missed a lot of stuff. Like, yeah, there's like maybe a day in the week where we go out and do things like that. I just didn't just abandon them because
Mm,
obviously that's fucked up. But he knows that his kids, when they maybe right now they're not like as content, like they're missing their dad or whatever,
mm-hmm.
but when they grow up they're gonna see like what their dad did, if that makes sense. Like
Yeah.
he led by example and said, yo, like,
As long as you're doing something good, yeah. But if you're not,
yeah,
obviously
oh, if you're not doing
you're
shit,
like,
what are
oh,
you
I
doing?
had 10 years in my company and I went to shit, kid. Sorry, I lost 10 years of busting my ass off like me. Let's say I have kids right now and I'm going every day here till 4 a.m. and then I get to that 10-year mark and this ain't gonna work out. I just lost 5 years of being with my kids or whatever it is. So yeah, as long as you provide your shit's like legit and you actually have something to leave behind for your kids, then it's like, okay, dad did this for us and that was dope. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
it's hard and you can't play
for
that.
me, I'm gonna be honest, my dad was not around like
Yeah.
growing up like at all. But now looking back, like I feel like I got the hardworking aspect from him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even my cousin has told him that on
Mm.
behalf of me, or not behalf of me, but said, "Yo, like shout out, like the reason he basically was like bigging him up because he's shitting me that he feel like my dad gave
Mm.
to me. I
Yeah.
think this was like on Father's Day or some shit like
Mm.
that. But nah, like honestly, my dad was not really there, and I really don't have like too many. Like I don't hate him or anything like that. Maybe we did have to go through our times, but
Yeah.
it wasn't because he was not there. It was because some other shit.
Yeah.
Like it was some a whole completely different shit. So from being in a kid in that scenario where
Mhm.
their dad's always working, because literally that's what it was, bro. I'd wake up, he'd take me to school, go to school, come back. I think we got home like around 3ish. I think he would
Mhm.
leave at 3:30 or 3. He wouldn't come back till, I don't know, 10:30, 11, already going to sleep. And then I would only see him on the weekends.
Mm.
So I guess I saw him on the weekends or whatever, but I feel like that didn't really necessarily phase me too much.
Yeah.
I guess like I don't hold any grudges against him. Like I know he was providing. Like I know that obviously my mom, when she came back, someone had to basically be there at all times.
Yeah,
So
of course.
so I see the sacrifice there. So I feel like maybe if you could
That's more important to
express,
you.
yeah,
Yeah.
the actual sacrifice, and to see that, then I feel like that's way more, I guess you could say, noble. But if it's just, oh, my dad, instead of, I don't know, going out on the weekend, he was going out in the bar or some shit,
Yeah.
and just not putting me off, then that's kind of what that's when I for sure would get grudges and
Mm.
have some type of sense of resentment. But no, I know
Yeah.
your dad worked a lot. Do you feel some type of way?
No, I don't think it's much me. I think I'm saying as the adult though.
The adult
Yeah, the adult has their
having their
remorse.
regrets.
Yeah. We're not there yet. Like I said, we haven't dealt with that. But
Yeah,
I haven't asked my dad, like, hey man, do you wish you were home more and spent more time with me and
that's a great
my
question. We should ask
brothers?
them. We
Because
should ask
I
them
think
that.
that's what I was kind of more going with. But as far as us, no, I have the same aspect. I mean, that's where I get my hard work at. My dad literally busts his ass off every day, and when he was home with us and
Yeah. So
played around with me, took me to the park, did shit around the house, like taught me the basics of like fucking let's go wash a car, let's do
yeah, yeah,
this.
yeah.
Like it
He was
was
still
fun. It was a
there.
good time. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Not like same. But yeah, as far as us, as for them, I mean, I don't know. I know my brothers, my older brothers, I'm the youngest, so I know when they were young, he was not around. He was just busting his ass off too, but
Yeah.
obviously a lot harder. And so yeah, for them, for his relationship with them is maybe a little different because of that. But I'm sure he's grateful and happy the way like we are now, all united still.
Yeah.
But as an adult, I mean, that's one thing for us that we got to kind of keep in mind, which who knows? Maybe it might be the same. Like we don't know. I guess like until we ask someone. But basically, from that person that I heard, that's what they were saying, that that's one thing they regret is not being around. So you kind of
Yeah.
have to take that into account. If
I wonder what they did specifically. Like, I wonder if they like left or some shit and completely just ditched the kids or
this
something.
specific person I was talking about, they had a cabinet business, and they basically were just like me, busting my ass off, but with a kid, with a family.
Like
I,
all day, all weekends, and all that.
like me. Yep. So
Okay, well, I feel like if it's like y'all, then maybe because shit,
that's
y'all don't be doing nothing but working. What the fuck?
yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah, like
at
that's
least a couple days,
yeah. And I mean, at that point, obviously, relationships don't work out, and that's what he was saying. Like he basically ended up um, at 12 when the one kid was at 12. That's when they split up. So, but
Damn,
and at that point, the kid actually ended up going to move with his dad because he realized like, well, dad fucking works all the time. So that means they'll get to fuck off all the time too because dad's not gonna be home. So he ended
damn.
up taking, you know, going to move with dad, and they're best friends now. The dad and the son, they run a huge company.
Oh, that's dope.
So, but basically, it was just a podcast I was listening to that, and I was like, and it kind of goes back to what we're talking about right now with working your ass off and what prioritizing what, because obviously now it's much different for them, but he has the regret that when he was younger, he wish he could have been around more, and obviously that's one of the reasons too that they got divorced because he was always working, and that's just one thing you always got to keep in mind. You got to have that life work balance, once you get to a point where, well, that's the thing when you're doing a business or you're working on yourself to do something, you want to
It's
invest
hard,
all your
yeah.
fucking time into that, and you feel guilty when you're not because you feel like I
This,
should be doing more, but at the same time, like I gotta fulfill like my family and my spouse and everything. Keep up on the house, keep up on myself, keep up on my cars. Like there's just so much, but it is definitely all balance. You gotta just be happy, the whole time.
yeah, I feel like there's just so many levels too, because you could be like a business owner, but
Hmm.
you could take it so much more further than you actually think that it's actually insane. So I feel like knowing when to stop or when's like sufficient, I feel like I feel like for me it'd probably be better. It's like, okay, I'll put in my 10, 12 hours.
Mm.
Let's say I wake up at 5 and now it's 5 p.m., I'll bust
Yeah.
I ask for 12 hours. And at that point, you know, it's gonna sacrifice. Maybe I'm just have low energy. I'm
Mm.
busting my head, my shit all day. But I feel like now I have that time to at least
Hmm.
do it. I feel like it's possible, but it's not easy. It's not
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah. And then there's people like Elon Musk, man. That fuck. That's probably why he ended up getting divorced, and because
Uh,
that guy
that
works.
that fool's on just some other
But that's what
shit.
I'm saying. He has no limit. Like he's just like,
Well, he prioritized his wealth and himself versus kids because if it would have been one thing if he had a family and all that shit, but he
yeah,
was just knocking up a bunch of different girls and they're all
yeah,
models and actors and shit.
yeah.
So,
And to
hey,
this day, I mean, he says like he literally sleeps 5 hours a day, and then literally works all day. Has no limit to like what you're saying, where I work 12 hours and chill the rest. Like no, he's like I don't, and money obviously doesn't even phase him either. So it's he's not even going for the money. He's definitely on a whole different thing. But
yeah, well, he just has different priorities. I don't sound like I'm
I
shitting
don't
on the
even
dude, but I don't think
I don't
his
even think he has
priorities,
priorities.
his priorities is his companies
You think?
for sure,
Yeah.
for sure, 100%. That's his priorities, and then maybe that is linked to something else internal,
Mm.
whether it be like his. You could be sometimes it's noble, but I don't think so. In terms of psychology, you could be like, oh, I'm trying to save the world, and that could be bigger than raising a kid, in that aspect, like, oh, I could either
That's
change the world
it's
and
crazy to think.
or instead raise his kid. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's fucked up, bro. I don't know how those people think, to be
Yeah,
honest
me
with you.
neither. That's what I'm saying. That's a whole different thing. So
Yeah, but they're prioritizing some other shit, like literally.
yeah.
It's like, no right or wrong answer, like literally.
Hmm.
So just do your best. I think that's it. Just do your best.
Do your best.
Do your best.
Take it day by day. Do your best.
Yeah, literally take it day by day. Do your best,
I mean, there's only
and
that.
that's it.
There's only yeah. You can only do so much. So
Yeah, there's gonna be times, even myself, that you feel like you don't want to do something, but you gotta keep pushing yourself, man. Keep pushing it. Keep pushing. And yeah, eventually there'll be something they call breakthroughs. There'll be a little breakthrough, and you'll be like, oh shit, like
yeah,
there you go. So
those are nice, man. Speaking of Elon Musk and his inventions, I had my first little what do you call it? an
Encounter or what?
encounter. Yeah, I'll say intercounterance. Intercounter with Cybertruck.
Oh, you seen one?
Yeah, we're gonna be doing a PPF wrap on one here
Oh,
soon.
that's
So
fucking
one of my clients got
crazy.
one.
That's
He
dope.
got like the beast mode one too. So it's got like
Oh,
three
that's
motors, a
crazy.
super fast one. So, but I think it's crazy, man. Seeing it in person. I mean, I seen him driving around, and I was telling him like, dude, I see these driving around all the time, but I never know if it's the same one I'm seeing or if it's just actually a shit ton now that you're seeing on the road. But he was just kind of telling me like, with some you can kind of define which ones are which because like his will have like it's got like three werewolves, like a three-headed werewolf on the back. That means like it's the three motor, the beast mode one. He's like, so not a lot of them will have that. So he's like, if you see one of those, and those are really rare. So it's probably only like three of those. So you'll know if you're seeing the same shit over and over. But yeah, now that's why he wants to wrap it, basically just to be different
Oh,
and
so
break it
he's
apart.
gonna do one of the PPFs that are
Color,
colored.
yeah,
Oh shit.
yeah. We have two in mind. One I found out that was out of stock, but the price on that was crazy. It was $5,200 or $5,800. I mean,
That's fucking crazy,
for a
bro.
roll of that stuff.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And I was like, God damn. I mean, because typically, I don't know, I would say it's roughly anywhere from 1,000. No, I wouldn't even say 1,000. At least 1,500 to two grand for like a roll of PPF.
Yo.
But that 5,000 is really double, triple almost.
Yeah,
So,
literally.
but yeah, that color that we found that I suggested for him, it's so sick. But it's almost the same, honestly, as the factory like stainless look to it. But it's got like a crazy mirror, like it's a satin finish. I'll have to show you
Oh,
afterwards. But
okay.
yeah, we're gonna be doing some. They call it platinum, the color, but it's more like a green brown kind of mixture. I don't think we have nothing here to set an
Yeah.
example of, but yeah, I'm excited. It's gonna be cool. But yeah, look, like I said, seeing the truck in person and getting inside it, they're just way. It's the future, you know how
Yeah.
they're just so futuristic looking.
I seen one wrapped in yellow. That motherfucker looked like a Lego, bro.
I
Like a
bet.
Lego, bro. Like
Yeah.
straight up. I think it was Key Glocks, the rapper.
Mm,
I was like, Jesus Christ.
yeah.
Yeah, they got some crazy shit. I think even the Ron fool, that
Oh,
fool has like a SpaceX and crazy shit on his. His
yeah.
looks sick as fuck too. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, they got
That shit look
some.
badass.
It's got like wheels on it, his on shit already, like a light rack and all that. So, but yeah, that just I don't know. Seeing one in person and like seeing like the features it has, it was pretty cool.
Fucked you up.
Yeah, for a little bit. Cause like even like the bed, it's got like a tunnel cover, like basically a cover that covers the bed, which it's stuff that like we nowadays like when you buy a truck, you go get a rhino lined, like the liner that goes inside the bed. You go put a cover on it. And like this is something from factory that just comes with everything, and it's like electronic, like it opens and closes by itself. It's got a lot of like technology that's already like built into it that usually people would add to a car. But
Okay.
and yeah, like the rear wheel steering looks crazy. Like
Oh, and we changed it
yeah,
too.
just like
Yeah,
seeing
that's
it
a
in
trip.
like obviously we know all this stuff, but seeing it in person is
That's
just
something else. Yeah.
you're like, what the fuck? You
Yeah,
see it turn and
definitely.
it just like turns like all crazy looking, and yeah, you pull up and like had it turned and like the back wheel's like all turning with it too. But yeah, I'm excited. So
Oh
we're gonna be
shit. You gotta tell him to get the little tent, bro. That tent is fucking sick.
the tent for the back rows.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen little. Is it like a actual design or is it just like a mock-ups or
Oh, that's a great question, bro.
like if they're actually real?
I'm not sure. I know for sure that I think the Model 3, I think that from the factory you could buy like a mattress for that shit, bro.
For
In
the
the
back?
back. Yeah, it's fucking
Really?
crazy, bro. Like, what the fuck?
Damn.
So people could start sleeping in their whips. See? I don't know.
They're electric. You don't die, so it just stays on, keeps you warm, keep the AC going.
Yeah, as long as your battery don't run out. Turn on the generator, fuck it.
Yeah, turn on the generator.
Charge your shit
Then
up.
you end up fucking dying from that
Fuck.
carbon monoxide. But yeah,
Oh
man.
shit.
What else is new here? Yeah, that was just this week. That was a little highlight. I just remembered now when we brought up the freaking Elon.
Elon and shit doing his thing.
Yeah, I did see it like on the. I'm still part of like a few body shop pages,
Yeah.
and I seen there was like a. They were talking about like there's been a few of those trucks now going like through the lots of like the auctions for being like totaled out.
Oh,
And
damn.
honestly, like a lot of the pictures, they don't even look that bad. It looks just like a small like front fender bender, and all the fucking airbags are blown completely inside. But you got to think those things are fucking tanks. So
Yeah.
like the hit doesn't look crazy, but probably like internally there's probably a fuck ton of
You
shit
think
just
you
broken.
think the chassis fucked up?
Well, I think yeah, probably.
Well, I guess it's not really a chassis like normal cars. It's like it looks like a plate, isn't it?
Think of literally a cast iron like Hot Wheels car. Remember when we'd
Shit,
break
yeah.
that shit apart?
I remember.
It had the bottom that was like
It's
shiny.
like that.
It had the wheels. That's literally the whole casket of that fucking thing is like that. That's why he invested or bought that. Had basically a machine so fucking big and expensive that basically stamps this, or it's like a mold or whatever it is that makes like the main chassis for that thing. But yeah, basically when that shit gets hit, it cracks. You know, it doesn't just bend like typical like chassis. So it just cracks. Once it's cracked, it's not really fixable.
Damn.
It can be welded, but
I was about to say the
to
auto
weld a
bodied.
solid piece of
Nah,
aluminum, like you're never gonna get a good bond in the middle of it. You can get bond all around, but yeah. So yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting what happens with those. But I mean, that's all Teslas. They're all made like that, like the Hot Wheels shit. It's like, but it's aluminum or magnesium, whatever it is. But
yeah, whatever the fuck that is.
yeah.
Freaking Teslas, bro. I feel like we wasn't it last week or 2 weeks ago? I think it was like I think it was 68. I think we were talking about that episode. I think we talked about like cars for like the first 40 minutes.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I think we're talking about like Teslas and all kinds of crazy shit.
Yeah.
I do remember that. So I think that's why like usually it's like I edit it and then I'm like,
Oh yeah.
the pod and shit. Usually just the highlights though.
Yeah. But I don't know, man. They become more and more popular and more affordable too. I keep seeing this on YouTube. I was watching this. I kept getting this advertisement over and over from a local dealership down in Salt Lake that they have like the biggest inventory in I don't know, in the country. They were saying sounds crazy. I don't know if they were just capping, but of Teslas, of used Teslas, I should say, and as cheap as $15,000.
I haven't seen one that low. I think I went on
They
to
I went on the
Carvana.
website and they had one for 15.
Damn.
I was like, damn. I had
Nah, I feel like there's something wrong with that shit, bro.
100,000 miles. So
For an electric car, I don't think that shit though, no?
well, the thing is that those batteries they have a time. I don't think it's off mileage. It might be off mileage, but it's definitely there's a time limit to those batteries. You have to get the whole battery pack replaced at some point, and I'm sure that's a grip. But
Yeah, I guess I
but
don't
yeah,
know. Yeah, some
they
crazy
had some in
shit.
there for like 80,000 miles, and those were going for like 20s. Which it's crazy because
Yeah, it's reasonable.
$20,000, like you'd go buy something that's probably not gonna be reliable. And the Tesla, I mean, it's
Well,
yeah, I don't know.
about a little shitty cross track. Yeah, I ain't.
Yeah. So yeah, they're I don't know. It's interesting. Maybe our Tesla ownership might be sooner than we think.
Yeah, we'll see. I feel like if let's say I had all the money in the world, I for sure would have one, but definitely not. It wouldn't be like the only whip. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Nah, I don't know.
It's something you just used to commute, but you still have like the fucking
Yeah, I think you broke. That's facts. Just commute.
Yeah.
Just commute.
Go to the gym, come here, But if you're going to Salt Lake or some shit, fuck, I wouldn't even bother with an electric car because
Oh,
what if you get stuck in traffic? Now your battery's going a lot lower. Now you need to go find a charger before you come back home. And once you fucking leave somewhere like a restaurant or an event, you just want to get the fucking home. You don't want to go fucking charge.
Nah, yeah.
So
Nah, low-key would be pissed off.
I
I think I seen a video of that shit. There was like I think it was like Labor Day week or Memorial Day weekend.
Okay.
Everyone was trying to be at the charging station, but
Mhm.
bro, the fucking line, dog, was like out like the street type shit. Like, and people, what do they charge the shit for? Like 30 minutes, maybe?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
I really don't know what it is, but yeah, at least 30 minutes, I would say.
yeah, imagine waiting like on hella cars each 30 minutes for to charge your shit. So I remember seeing that, and that for sure, I was like, Jesus Christ, like,
Yeah.
hell nah. I feel like eventually there's gonna be so many that it's gonna be like gas stations,
Mm.
or if they could maybe speed up the process.
But I feel like that you got to do a shit ton of driving to really drain your shit, though. Because you think about it, I think you can get about 300 miles of range, like fully charged. And you can drive that
That's
in
on
a
the new
day.
ones, yeah.
Drive that in a day, and you can come home and charge it, and it should be fully charged in the morning again.
Yeah.
So, I'm like, do you really need to drive? I mean, I think it's for people I don't know,
I
probably
feel
are
like-
forgetful or live in apartments maybe that don't really
Yeah.
charge for stuff.
No, as long as you don't go crazy far, you should be fine.
Because I feel like if I had one, even I guess I could commute to Salt Lake.
Yeah.
But I probably just, let's say now if it was like a different state, nah, I wouldn't even entertain that. That's
Nah, I'm good on that one.
you're trying to make a quick Vegas trip and then you get stuck at the Chargers for fucking 3 hours and
Nah, I go get a little Nissan Sentra from what the fuck is the renting place called?
fucking there's Hertz Enterprise
Hertz, there we go.
budget.
There we go.
Avis, hey, you name it, man.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Hey, remember? I don't know if I told you, but if you ever need to rent a car, Subaru. Did I tell you about
I
that?
think you might have mentioned it.
Do
I
that.
think I forgot though. Put me on, bro.
That's the
Put
way
the
to
people
go.
on, brother. What's going on with Subaru, bro?
Yeah, I was buying some parts at Subaru, and I seen like this little flyer or some shit on the counter. And
Okay.
but yeah, they rent cars. So and it's
That's
like
fucking
brand new
nice.
whips too. And I mean, obviously, I'd rather rent like a little Subaru Outback or like a Crosstrek that's like brand new versus like a freaking, like you said, a Nissan Versa or some shit from Hertz. And especially if like, you're gonna go like out, like let's say you go to Yellowstone or you decide to go to southern Utah, you kind of want something that can go over a fucking boulder or a little
Yeah,
rock,
something.
not some shit's gonna just get stuck.
I wonder if there's any like there has to be probably like a mile range type of thing on the rental, or maybe you could add
I
more. I don't know.
think there's just by day, man.
So you could like literally just, let's say, rent it for 5 days and take it around the country. Fuck it. That'd be nuts.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look at that for a little higher, little
Because I was
pamphlet
about to
thing.
say, damn, I'm about to go get one, bro. Just for a week. Do some
Yeah.
crazy shit with it. Go to California with it. That's not
Yeah, I
the
mean,
vibe.
honestly, we've thought about driving down to California, but we don't want to take it in our vehicles. Like, I don't want to take my truck because it's probably not gonna be the best on gas. Tires are gonna wear out. Fucking tires are expensive for that shit. We don't want to take the BMW because rock chips and basically the cars get fucked up on long drives and shit like that,
Yeah, that's
and put the
true.
miles on it. So we always talk about renting a car, but you fucking go rent a car from Avis or anything like that. You usually get a tiny little car. I guess they do have mid-sized cars, but my luck has always been a tiny little car or a big ass SUV. Anytime we've rented a car, they've always been out of the medium shit. So,
Got
but
you.
now knowing the Subaru stuff, I'm like, I'll just go down to Subaru and rent one.
Yeah,
So,
because when we went to Louisiana, they gave my sister. She did the whole thing though, so I'm not sure if she had a pick or whatever. They gave her a Dodge. Shit, bro. I don't know if they're Durangos, but like longer ones. Maybe the Durango still.
yeah,
Yeah. But yeah, she was cool, I guess.
dope. Yeah, there's even the option of leasing a Subaru. Subaru has really good like leasing terms or whatever it is.
Uh-huh.
It's like $250 a month. Obviously, I think you put like 4,000 or
Little down payment.
5,000 down. Yeah, and obviously there's a time limit. There's not time limit. There is a mileage with restriction with those. I think it's like 10,000 per year. But yeah, I almost thought about like doing that potentially to lend the car to customers.
Oh wow,
Yeah, because a lot of people have that issue, where it's like, hey,
that'd be fucking crazy, actually.
but for 250, I mean, I don't know, you got to see if it's gonna. Would you get more customers if you were able to, hey, come in, leave your car, and take a brand new car for the day or whatever? Just top it off with gas when you bring it back.
Yeah,
That's really all you would ask.
that's pretty sick. I ain't gonna lie.
But I don't know if it's worth it. Obviously, if it's just a 250, it's dope. But you got to think about the deposit, the down payment you got to put down, and then most likely some shit's gonna happen to it. Some fucking, somebody's gonna bang the door on it, or they're gonna hit something with it. So
Fuck it up or something.
yeah, I don't
Yeah, I
know.
feel like that's a whole different side of the. I guess you could say the business, because you probably have to have people sign an agreement that says you won't go after. Well, I guess for me, when they gave me a loaner for Mercedes, I couldn't put more than 75 miles a day.
Hmm.
And I think I couldn't take it more than 100 miles away from the actual dealership. So they had like weird rules, bro. Just shit like that. I think I broke one of them. Hopefully, I don't think they care, but yeah, I think I drove more than 100 miles from
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 like
the
your
thing.
house
Yeah,
or from the dealership.
yeah, I don't, as long as they don't got GPSs in them shits.
I think they would have told you by now.
Yeah.
Come back a year later. Hey,
They,
man,
they got so much crazy shit going on there. I don't think they even paying attention to that shit.
I had to call them today, man.
For real?
Yeah. So we had a Mercedes SUV here we were doing a detail on, and my detailer, he was, I don't know if it was actually like an accident or if like just pure luck or what. But anyways, one of the seat handles to like recline the seat on the back on this Mercedes SUV, the handle broke off, and it was like an older, I think it might have been like a 14 or a 15 Mercedes, and it snapped off. And I got here, and he's like, "Oh man, like I'm in trouble, blah blah. Like this shit broke on me," and I'm like, "Oh damn." Like obviously, it's you think about it right away, you're like fuck, you're like because it just sucks, man. It's like
Yeah.
everything's fixable, but it's like you don't want to,
Inconvenience, the
yeah,
time. You
and
probably have
then
to tell
money
the
too,
client.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm like, well, let me call Mercedes. So I just gave him the VIN number. Luckily, that the fucking handle, the broken part of it, had a part number on it.
Oh shit!
So I gave him the part
I'm about
number.
to say they probably send you the wrong shit, bro.
It matched with their shit. So they're like, oh yeah, it's a day out. Coming from California. Be $40 at your price, at list price. So
Do they come and bring you those parts? You gotta go.
no, I'm gonna go get it.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
but my helper's gonna go get it. So
Okay, you got that
he's
resorted.
yeah, he's like, I'll go grab it tomorrow. So,
Okay,
but yeah, this customer brought us 3 details, so we're doing like 3 back to back.
dope.
And they take care of their stuff. So I mean, obviously. And then the other thing was too is like I quickly went on Amazon or I just Googled it, and Amazon had it for $12. Like this handle, it must be like a common issue.
Yeah.
Because I'm like for a 14 Mercedes, and then they just have it same color, beige, whatever, on Amazon for 14 or
Was it
12
like
bucks.
was it the 1 day shipping?
No, it was 2 days. It'd be here till Friday.
Oh, still those
But
pretty
then
good.
I was like, these people take care of their cars and stuff. I'm like, I'm just gonna get them OEM, like factory shit. Like replace it back with what it had.
Yeah. Leave it
Especially
the way
when
it
it's
was.
like something that we fucked up, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why I went that route. And either way, it was gonna get here faster too. Gets here tomorrow versus Friday. So
That's true. Save some time. Plus, it's the details, so it probably gets out quicker than
yeah,
the
he
days,
actually
right?
already took it with him, and he dropped off his other one. So I just basically told him what happened today, and he took it okay.
Oh, okay.
But I took the old one off, and the way you pop those on is literally just clip
Just
it
smack
on.
it on there.
Yeah, there's like a clip that you take to take it off. You need to pull a clip out. So I already did all that, but the new one just clips on. So
Oh shit.
and he's a mechanic, so you know.
Oh yeah,
But
you
yeah, he
know.
was just like, yeah, just take the old one off once you get the new one, just I'll pop it on for him, my wife. But yeah, that was a Mercedes call today.
Little call. Okay, I'm so
Yeah,
glad I don't gotta call him no
it's
more.
funny. I called. I think I called like once, and just to get a price, and then I was gonna call the customer to kind of see what he wanted to do. If he wanted to go because for some reason I thought Amazon was gonna get here faster. So I was like, do you want this like ASAP? I can do Amazon or aftermarket or OEM. It's gonna take longer. Anyways, yeah, I'm not answering, so I ended up just calling again. And on that call, the call broke up, and I'm like, oh fuck, here we go with the Mercedes like luck, just dumb shit happening.
Yeah.
But they actually ended up calling me back. They're like, hey man, the call just broke up. And then like, but anyways, I just gave my business name, and they pulled up all my information from that. So like, I think the only thing I have to email them is my tax ID number for tax exempt. But at least I don't know. Maybe their parts department might be okay.
Yeah, maybe. Well, actually, when they were fixing my shit, they sent him the wrong part number. So
Yeah, you're right.
yeah, so never mind.
Nah, you're right about that. Yeah, hopefully I don't get a freaking
Oh
a
yeah,
black handle instead
knock
of a
on
beige.
some wood, brother.
I'm like,
Yeah.
nice. I'll tell my helper, like, don't even bring that shit back. If you see it right there, just
You just be like, hey man,
wrong one.
go back.
Yeah,
We'll give him some shit.
that's frustrating, man.
Yeah, bro. I don't even know really what to say anymore about that shit. I'm like, oh, I'm just glad it's over.
Yeah, luckily you're over with it, and now you're just, yeah,
Yeah, we're just
enjoying it now,
existing,
and
you know? That shit.
that's cool, man. What's your ideally with cars? Do you have like a plan with your car, like how long you want to keep it? Do you have like your eye on another car, or obviously there's some goals
Nah, that's like the last thing
before
I'm
that?
talking about, honestly. Like, yeah, buying a new car and all that shit, it's cool and all, but it just I know that like eventually if I do get some cool shit, it's gonna be like 3 weeks and it's gonna be like, oh, it's just a fucking car.
Yeah.
Because I was driving some cool cars when I had like I had loaners.
Mhm.
It was cool, but like literally, it was like, bro, it's just another fucking car. Like I don't really care, to be honest with you. Like it
Yeah.
is what it is. Maybe if I was like dating or some shit, you know, like wanted to have that status.
Mhm.
But right now, I really don't care. Like I don't really care.
I feel you there.
The only way I would is if my kid shit keep blowing up though. If I need it at a necessity,
Mm.
for sure. But like, oh yeah. I was like, nah, go get another. Nah, like personally. But what was you getting tickled by the little
No, not me.
vehicle
No,
demon or
I'm
what?
good for a minute, man.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
cool.
stick to my word, even though it's
Was it
hard.
this year? That was it. You said this year I'm not getting something new, but next year you can.
No, I told myself when I bought the BMW that I was like, I'm done. Like I'm gonna have these 2 cars until they're fully paid off, and then
Oh, at that point, what you consider?
so I got 3 more years left or whatever it is.
They'll
But
fly by, bro. Trust.
yeah, but yeah, until then, I'm not gonna worry about it. I mean, they're great cars, everything's good. So
Yeah, they're dope too, and bro, they're not just no regular shit, bro.
yeah,
So you know what I'm
I'm
saying?
good for a minute. Obviously, now if things change, we never know what life's gonna bring us. But obviously, if there's more money, then maybe we can swindle a car into here to
Yeah.
the near existence.
Yeah. Not replace. Just get another one.
Yeah.
Just add it to the fleet.
Yeah, that way we don't fuck up what I said.
Exactly, bro.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because hey, it's just get a new one. Didn't replace it. Hey, we golden on that one.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. It's interesting, man. Right now, I'm kind of on the kick of possibly bringing in someone. I mean, the idea was already kind of there because of the situation that's might be happening with potentially like working with that customer.
Mm-hmm.
Was to bring on somebody else for a few days, like during the week, to help me out. But now, the more I think about it right now, I'm like, maybe I should just jump into that and have that person already here, because ideally we kind of keep running into that issue. I actually want to talk to you about that, about the whole, I don't know, the whole leads thing. The marketing, it's doing
Yeah.
great. We're getting people, getting interest, getting appointments. Like,
But you guys are for it so far out.
exactly. So now it's like we're paying money to get work, but we're denying it or people are most likely probably denying it because we're so far out. So at this point, like, what's the solution? Obviously, bring another helper in, lay off of them. I don't know. It's crazy because like we have literally like like an opportunity right here in a way.
Yeah,
But there's
not you. Yeah,
there's so much other shit going on. It's just like I don't know what the fuck to even.
yeah, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like
that's the owner. That's the owner right there.
Yeah, when we're talking about the other question about Josh asked, I don't even think about that stuff because I'm just like over here knotted up with other shit. So, but yeah, I don't know. That's been on my mind recently. I'm like, I don't know what to do right there. So I have to do some thinking when I'm on vacation, I guess.
Yeah.
And that's like when my
Take
head will
that time, bro. Yeah, take that time, bro. You got it. They'll come to you.
But yeah, it's working great, man. Everything you've been doing, and
yeah,
leads keep coming in. People keep seeing it.
yeah. I didn't do like the crazy automation just yet.
Mm-hmm.
I just was like, I'll make a cooler one, more like revamped and all that stuff. But I feel like it's still pretty robust. Like it's pretty strong,
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but yeah, I think we were running $20 a day at one point, but I was like, nah, I'll just do 10. So that's what we've been at, just $10. But yeah, you let me know. Even maybe when you're gone, we could even just lower to maybe just $1, just so it at least still is pushing it out there a little bit, so it doesn't lose the algorithm.
Gotcha.
Or even just completely just pause it or something. Yeah, especially if you're gonna be out, you probably don't want people hitting you up.
Yeah, because we can't take nothing as far as detail goes till I would say like
I'll lower it at least
mid-July
till 5. Or what are you thinking?
Yeah, it's fine. We can cut in half. Yeah.
Yeah, and then just kind of go from there.
And then
You
like
let me know
anything
what
that's
you
like
want to do.
PPF, tint, and wraps, it's until like August. Like, yeah, it kind of sucks, man. It's kind of a bad part to be in, but at the same time, it's like it's what you wanted.
Yeah, it's a good problem to have, because the other problem would be, damn, I don't got enough people and I got an employee and I have all these expenses and not, shit to do.
Yeah.
So you literally have the opposite, where it's like, fuck, dude, we have so much shit to do. We're like dirty that shit. So it's still obviously a problem, but
yeah. It's a problem. I find it's a problem for customers though, and customer service.
And that fucks you up right there.
That's what fucks me up mentally, because I'm not providing what I want to for the customers, because I'm so slammed with work that I can't provide them with my best. Yeah, just my best work. I can provide the work, but I can't provide like my best. I guess the transaction. You leave your car. I tell you a date. I do the work amazing for you. I give it back to you on a certain date. Everybody's super happy. Everything went as planned. It's not going like that. So that's where I'm kind of losing my mind there. But I don't know.
Yeah, sounds like it might be time to scale.
Might be. That's scary too. So
yeah, bro, scale up, get some more employees, get some more leverage, and yeah, that's when we start making even more money.
More money, more problems, though. So
yeah, that's true too.
Yeah, that's always something else where it's like you kind of like it's a whole juggling act, or it's how big do you want to go, or because that question always comes up too. It's like how much stress do you want in a way. So
that's true too, bro. Yeah, well, it sounds like you kind of have to prioritize, kind of like Josh as well. Be like, shit, that we're gonna scale it up, get more problems, and be more busy over here, or did I maybe want the more free time? Because I feel like you might have said that in the past, where you're like, kind of just have more free time and chill and do more stuff for the house. So
Yeah, because my mentality was grow the business to the point, grow it so big that now you have like it maintains itself. But in reality, you grow it bigger, and there's just more problems. I have to still be here. So
I feel like you
I'm
gotta grow it. Yeah, eat some shit for a little bit. I ain't gonna lie, but then hopefully replace yourself with like a manager or something like that.
yeah. I don't know, man. I just feel like I'm the person that just like, cares too much about my business, though. So and that's the problem,
Yeah,
because some people, will I don't know, they'll dabble into like different businesses, but I truly don't think you can really invest and give it your all to multiple things.
nah, fuck no,
Like to
fuck no.
what I invest into mine right now.
It's everything.
There's no, yeah, it's everything. It has all my attention. It has everything in me. But if I had like another one like on the side or something like that, it's just getting, and maybe you can run it by itself, and just kind of have approvals. People come to you like, oh, what do you think about this, and you approve it and go back to your regular business. But yeah, I don't know. To me, it doesn't sit right. I
Something
feel
you gotta
like
face.
Yeah, I feel like if you're gonna do something, you got to be in it 100%, and that's where I kind of fall myself into. So yeah,
Well, keep us updated on that one, bro, because I
I,
want to know too. I ain't
I
gonna
keep
lie.
rethinking shit as
Yeah.
more you go. Yeah,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
we're
You're,
starting to.
you're gonna come back different on the vacay watch.
I hope
We'll
so.
have a little discussion when you come back,
Yeah.
type shit. So, all right, bro. Well, I don't know, bro. That's kind of it for me, brother. You got any other closing thoughts? Any other wisdom you want to leave the people with, bro?
No, I just thankful for everyone, for still listening, and
Yep.
yeah, it's been a great 70 episodes with my boy Alex here, and
Yeah.
our
Likewise, bro. Thank you.
our growth has been coming a long way.
Yeah. Yeah. We keep showing up, keep trying, and
Yeah,
hopefully you guys do too. And yeah, everything will work out. Just keep going.
yeah, just keep going at it day
Just
by
keep
day,
facts.
and just do literally what makes you happy too, though. Don't forget about that.
Yeah,
It's the
but also
important
make
part.
sacrifices as well, though. Don't forget about that.
Yeah, sacrifices are big.
Nothing comes easy.
Nah,
Everything worth doing is not easy.
if it was easy, everybody would do it. So,
Facts.
all right, brother, that's it for me.
Alrighty, likewise. Well, this has been episode 70 of the Endless Growth Podcast. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Like Edgar said, you too, Josh. Thank you for submitting your question. And yeah, we'll catch you guys on the next one.
Yeah, peace.
All right, deuces.